The Odyssey is one of the oldest stories ever told, nearly 3,000 years old. But the entire 10-year nightmare happened because one man couldn't keep his mouth shut after winning a fight. Yeah, seriously. Odysseus had already escaped. He was safely sailing away when he turned around and shouted his real name at the monster he'd just blinded. That single moment of ego turned what should have been a 2-week voyage into 10 years of monsters, shipwrecks, angry gods, and disaster. He left Troy with 12 ships and more than 600 men. Not one of them made it home. A witch turned his crew into pigs, a 6-headed monster devoured his sailors, and even the gods themselves wanted him dead. So, how did the smartest man in ancient Greece outsmart himself for an entire decade? Let's start at the end of the Trojan War. For 10 years, the Greeks had camped outside the walls of Troy, right here on the coast of modern-day Turkey. The Trojans wouldn't come out, and the Greeks couldn't get in. Odysseus had an idea. Build a giant wooden horse, hide soldiers inside, and leave it at the gates as a gift. Are we sure this is gonna work? Trust me. Everyone loves a gift horse. What if they look inside? Who looks inside a horse? The Trojans dragged it through the gates. That night, the Greeks climbed out, opened the gates, and burned Troy to the ground. War over, Odysseus was a hero. Now all he had to do was sail home to his wife Penelope and his son Telemachus on the island of Ithaca, right here. Should have taken about 2 weeks. It took 10 years. The first stop was Ismarus, right here, home of Cicones. Odysseus and his men raided the city, grabbed treasure and wine, and Odysseus told his men to get back on the ships. Did they listen? Of course not. They stayed on the beach and partied all night. The next morning, the Cicones came back with reinforcements and killed 72 of Odysseus' men, 6 from each of his 12 ships. Day 1 of the trip home, and he's already burying soldiers. After that,